today's draft, the matchup draft for Super Bowl 55. I'll give you the first pick.
Okay, thank you very much. Definitely. And Scotty Miller, he is fast. There's no doubt, but you're not as fast as Tyree Kill. I think the first one I got to go with is just the Chiefs O-line versus the Bucs front four. Just right there. That to me, it's one of the hugest stories of the football game. Yeah, listen, Tampa can't blitz Patrick Mahomes. You can't blitz him. They blitzed him the first time around, and he torched them every time they did it. Right, Pete? I talked about it in my podcast. I think he was 6 for 9 against the blitz for like 120-something yards and 2 touchdowns. You can't do it. The extra guy you send on the blitz, no, leave him back to cover Tyreek Hill, who burned you for 200 yards in the first quarter. They can't. The front four, they got all these guys. If they want to win this game, it's going to have to be like Giants against the Patriots, or Giants beating the Buffalo Bills back in the day. Only thing is you got a quarterback here that can move and make people miss. But that is the matchup of the game for me, and the Bucs have to win it and have to dominate it, I think, in a way almost to win the football game.
You think about the Giants-Patriots from the 2007 season, the game that kept the Patriots from getting to 19-0, and to me, it's that opportunity for Tom Brady to get a little revenge against the guy who drew up the defense, Steve Spagnola versus Tom Brady, and Steve Spagnola's got the guys to get after Tom Brady. Chris Jones up the middle. That's the key, up the middle. Brady knows how to avoid the pressure on the outside. When it's coming up the middle, there isn't much he can do. So Spagnola versus Brady, 13 years later, Brady gets his shot at revenge, Chris.
Yeah, I hear you. The Brady versus Spags mental matchup where – hey, honestly, Spags has got the better of him. There's no doubt. He got the better of them earlier this year. Hey, Tampa got into success in that game when the Chiefs were up 17-0. The Chiefs took the pedal off the metal and got into these real vanilla defenses for a while and let the Tampa offense get jump-started and going. But when they were exotic and blitzing, there was some crapping of the pants going on by the Buccaneers offense. And that's where I'm going to go, too, for the next one. I'm going back to the Bucs O-line versus the Chiefs D-line. The Bucs got to run the ball in this game. They have to. The more and more I look at this game, I think the Bucs almost have to play this game like the Giants in Super Bowl 25. It really is that way. It's stop that pass game, run the ball, control the clock. And that's the one thing they didn't do or put their money in the first time around. I think running the ball is going to be paramount to them beating Spags, stopping some of his trickeration on that. The running game will settle down some of his exotic defenses.
We talk about Tyree Hill and Travis Kelsey and how do you take one away? How do you take both away? You can't take both away. The Bills took neither away. Devon White versus Travis Kelsey. I think that's going to be such a key matchup here. Getting Devon White in his face. Maybe, just giving him a little bit of the business early on. Give him something to think about. Maybe he'll drop a pass or two because he's thinking, where's Devon White? And we've seen him from time to time who have that uncharacteristic moment where the ball squirts out of his hands. You want to maybe get him into that mindset where he makes a mistake or two and starts thinking too much. So White versus Kelsey, that may be the recipe to slow down that aspect of the Kansas City offense.
Yeah, I hear you there. I do. I mean, that's going to be one of the things to watch for. Kansas City does such a good job of moving Kelsey and Hill around and then also putting them on the same side of the field sometimes to where it's hard to double them and do crazy stuff. It really is. So that'll be interesting to see what they do in defending him and will they trust Devon White. I'm going to go with like a similar thing to you there, Mike. I'm going to go with Carlton Davis versus Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I mean, I hope he's not in as many one-on-one opportunities as he was the first time around against Tyreek Hill. But that, again, there's going to be a few plays, no matter how much they try to protect him, where he's going to be by himself to a degree. And how he does in those one-on-one moments, I do think goes a long way to dictating who wins the game and by how much.
Now, look, this one duplicates one of yours, but it's more specific because one of the things that I got the biggest kick out of this week was JPP versus the guy who he doesn't know, Mike Remmers.
Right.
Now Pierre-Paul's still got to play. He's the only guy that didn't practice yesterday for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's got that knee injury.
Yeah.
The rest of the guys practiced, at least on a limited basis. He didn't practice. But JPP versus Mike Remmers, when you think back to Super Bowl 50, with Mike Remmers getting owned by the Broncos pass rush. This could be deja vu all over again in a bad way for Mike Remmers, Chris.
No, it's a scary thing. That's where, I mean, it's the matchup to watch. But what's different is like what Calais Campbell talked about. You got a quarterback who's a magician back there, who makes pressure makes it look like it's not pressure. It's we've never seen anything like it. So that's where it's going to be really fun to watch.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.